Welcome back to this series that I started. I don't know why, but this is the series about your go bag, your bug out bag, your survival if anything were to happen. We covered a lot so far. If you haven't seen the video about food, the water, the types of medication that you need, the last one I just did with clothes, I'm trying to batch this stuff. So if you see me wearing the same thing in a couple of the videos, it's because I'm doing it in the same day. That's just what it is. I'm trying to knock all of this stuff out, get through this bag as quickly as possible, and answer questions when people bring questions to my attention. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm going to go over, and it shouldn't take too long. This video is about your sleeping situation. What do you do?
Where are we gonna sleep?
So for your sleeping situation, first I'm going to show you the sleeping bag that I purchased. This sleeping bag is really amazing, honestly. It's not too big. I've seen some that are smaller. They're almost like, you can fit them in the palm of your hand, but I personally feel like those are too thin in terms of, and it's not really about, oh, I need cushion to lay down on the floor. It's really more so about the temperature. So if the temperature drops and I have a very thin sleeping bag that I'm sleeping in, I'm gonna freaking freeze. And I don't want that, and I don't want that for you. What I did was I picked up one of these. Now, this, you probably saw it in one of the other videos. It's a Eco Pro. The outer material of this bag is nylon, which is what's great because it's waterproof. The lining of this bag is 100% polyester, which means it's breathable for your skin. The great thing about this bag, as I mentioned earlier, was temperature control. I want temperature control. So once you zip yourself up in this bag, it's gonna maintain a temperature of between 55 and 60 degrees. That's good. It may be cold for some. I'm myself is originally I'm a Floridian, but that's cold from Florida. You know what I mean? In those more southern states. But at the end of the day, keep in mind, you're not going to get into this sleeping bag and be butt naked. Let's be real. You still want to be aware of your surroundings. You still want to be aware of what's going on even while you're sleeping. So you're probably going to be fully clothed when you do get into this bag, which is going to give you that extra warmth. This bag I got on Amazon. If you see right here, I'll show you that. So this bag was on Amazon, and it's definitely worth the purchase. I would say that definitely worth the purchase. Now it does have strapping, as you saw in one of the earlier videos, my first video about doing the go bag. I had it strapped to the top of my bag, which is awesome. I will get into the bag itself very soon. The next thing is, okay, you have your sleeping bag, right? So you have your sleeping bag. What are you going to sleep in? Very, 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 very important, right? A lot of people will say, okay, you could just use a tube tent. And you can. You can absolutely just use a tube tent. The thing is with tube tents they are open on both sides, okay? It's like a triangle. You run your paracord and from one tree to another tree, hoist that up. Tube tents on the inside of the rope, tack it down on the sides, and it leaves this open triangle. So you can get in there and you can shelter yourself from rain and all that other stuff, but it's open on both sides. It's a very good concept. It's great, and if you have something like that, I would say use it, but I pretty much opted for something different. It is still a tube tent, but what I went and got was I got one of these tube tents. Now, I'm pretty sure you're looking at that, you're like, what the heck? That's huge. Again, the bag that I'm using is a bigger bag, so I can fit more things in there. Now, this tube tent is closed. The one side is completely enclosed and the other side is open, but it has a zipper. So I can literally pull the zipper down and enclose myself within this tube tent, which to me was one of the most amazing finds that I think I found. Having a tube tent is one, it's practical on the go, okay? But finding one that is enclosed, oh my goodness. I can't even stress to you how much more comfort you have. For one, it's really just the elements and the bugs, okay? How many of you have gone camping and you have these really nice, big, expensive tents and there's zippers and all this other stuff, and then you get inside your tent at the end of the night just to find that somehow, you know, flies got in there, mosquitoes got in there, there are bugs flying around in there, and you're like, how in the heck did this happen? That happens with, you know, expensive tents. So imagine trying to sleep in a regular tube tent where it's open on both sides and these bugs can just swarm in and just feast on you in the middle of the night. I know for a fact I didn't want anything like that, so I definitely appreciate this tube tent where it's closed on both sides. Just makes for a better experience. And again, what are we looking for? The convenience, because this is what we lose. You want the convenience of being able to close yourself in, have a good night's sleep. You don't have to worry about rain coming in from this side because it's open on that side, rain coming in from that side. You're completely covered, right? The other thing that I have, which pertains to the tent, is this tent is bright orange. Like, you can see that from a mile away. So I also have a camo tarp, right? So I picked up a camo tarp, and what I do is put the tent up, right? Throw the tarp over it, cover that down. Because I'm pretty sure people were in it before I got to this. People were probably like, oh, that's a big bright tent like that. You'll be spotted from a mile away. You're right. So you pick up a nice camouflage tarp, you throw that over your tent, tack it down, cover yourself. But also that's an added, you know, that's a bonus. That's extra protection from rain. You see where I'm going with this? So these are definitely the essential things that you want. Now, I do have an Amazon link for these items. The tarp, not so much. I don't even remember where I got that from, to be honest with you. I think you could pick up the camel tarps at like Walmart or something. I'll look. One thing I forgot to mention about this tent, the inside of the tent, the lining inside, the walls, the floor of the tent is lined with Mylar. Now, you may not know what Mylar is. Mylar is basically those, looks like a big, you know, piece of tin foil. You ever see when people, you know, get hypothermia or the EMTs go out and they wrap people in those big silver, looks like blankets? That's for you to preserve your body heat. It's to warm you up. Now, the inside of the tent is lined in Mylar, which is it's an added plus, because again, you're going to keep that heat inside of the tent if it's cold outside, and it's going to keep you warm. The tent and the sleeping bag, I have Amazon links where you can, you know, go to it, and it's exactly what I have. Amazon did not send me these things. I purchased these things with my own money. Yes, I am providing you a link. Am I doing this so I can make money off of it? Absolutely not. No, I'm trying to share the things that I have in my bag with you. And obviously, yeah, you can go search that on your own. But it does give me a little bit of money if you are to click on the link and go to it instead of searching for it, whatever. You can just go down to the description, click on it, take you right to it. So yeah, that'll be it for the tent and the sleeping bag. Stay tuned, because we're going to continue to move and we'll get into the next video. I appreciate you for stopping by. Please remember to like the video, share it with others, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks again. See you in the next video.